felt like the school had kind of turned their backs on me and I didn't know what to do.
Only on RTV6, a Fishers teenager says a classmate sexually assaulted her, and tonight she says the school district did not do enough to protect her and other students.
Amaya Armstrong is speaking publicly for the first time, and she is sharing her story only with Call 6 Investigates' Kara Kenny.
Kara joins us now, and Kara, you reported the federal government is getting involved in this.
That's right. The U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights launched a Title IX investigation after two families filed complaints against Hamilton Southeastern. They allege the district failed to keep students safe from sexual misconduct. We've learned the feds have concerns about how HSC handled things, and Amaya Armstrong, she has concerns of her own. Amaya Armstrong just started her senior year at Hamilton Southeastern High School.
I think I want to be a doctor or a lawyer. I know that I want to help people.
Amaya says it's taken nearly 2 years to recover from what she says happened at the age of 15. She was a sophomore when she says an older male student sexually assaulted her.
He said that he wouldn't let me out of the car until I performed sexual acts, and when I told him I wasn't comfortable with that, he forced me to do it.
Amaya and her parents reported the alleged assault to law enforcement and HSC school officials.
The kids were horrible to me, and I felt so alone. My friends had turned their back. I had a few true friends, but I just felt so alone.
Amaya successfully obtained a protective order against the male student, but he could legally still attend the same school.
I would see him, and it was absolutely horrible. I didn't feel safe.
Amaya ended up leaving HSC High School her sophomore year.
What do you think the school could have done better?
I think they could have provided me with resources on how to cope, and instead I had to find that out by myself. There was nothing that they helped me do. Well, I felt like the school had kind of turned their backs on me.
Title IX is a federal law that says a school has a responsibility to respond promptly and efficiently to sexual harassment allegations. In its findings just released to Amaya and her parents, the U.S. Department of Education says it had concerns HSC did not appropriately determine whether a hostile environment existed for Amaya following the alleged sexual assault. The feds also had concerns the district did not appropriately follow up on reports that additional students may have been sexually harassed by the same male student.
They didn't talk to people like they could have. They didn't protect. They just didn't know what to do.
As part of its agreement with the feds, HSC has started to implement several steps, including improving its Title IX training, improving its documentation procedure of sexual harassment complaints, and the district points out the federal investigation did not result in any violations. Telling us, as part of that process, we agreed to share information with the department for a limited period of time. While unrelated to the agreement with the department, we have proactively engaged in efforts to improve our non-discrimination and anti-harassment procedures and professional development opportunities for staff and students. We will continue to monitor and refine all of our practices to reflect our continuing commitment to educational community, equity, and respect.
Do you feel like this was an adequate punishment or finding?
No. I think a lot more should have been done. I think that the district should be held accountable more than that.
The male student accused of sexual assault is known in federal documents as Student B. We are not naming him because he was never criminally charged, and we've been unable to reach him for comment.
So why is she speaking out now? Why at this point?
Well, first of all, because the federal investigation is complete, and also she says she wants to help protect other students and encourage schools to take sexual misconduct allegations seriously. So she hopes to make a difference.
And we'll see what happens going forward from here.
And good for her for speaking up, too.
Our Kara Kenny tonight.